Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Random Review Series. DBougie86 here again, and I got another film for you guys today. Yes, this is a film that I saw on like the social media, Facebook, and like all that good stuff. People picking this film up, and I wanted to check it out. And I finally got in the mail the other day, so I wanted to check it out for you guys. And that, of course, is titled "Pool Party Massacre." Look at that awesome cover art. Very reminiscent of like great like 80s style artworks, and like kind of reminds me of a little bit of like cheerleader camp in a way, like the skull, and you see like the cheerleader with the skull head, kind of reminiscence of that in a way for me anyways. But this is from Flow Nye Films, very indie slasher. Pretty much the main plot of this one, we're introduced to our character Blair, whose parents are going away, and she decides to have a pool party. And once we meet Blair, we kind of see what kind of person she is. She's like one of these uptight, like high class, like people that think they're better than everyone, as we see like when we're introduced to her other friend Nancy, who was pretty much her friend as a child. And we find out Nancy was like poor, and her parents kind of took her in and stuff, and raised her in a way and gave her things. And pretty much Nancy's friends with Blair pretty much still, and she still likes Blair, but Blair is kind of like that uptight friend that's like, oh, I'm better than you, pretty much. That kind of attitude. And then we're introduced to her other friends who are pretty much the same way as we see the film progresses. And pretty much what happens is the party that is kind of like dead and blah, but then one of Blair's friends invites her boyfriend over, and of course the boyfriend comes with his older brother. I think he's his older brother anyways, from the dialogue, but I'll get more into my final thoughts. But unbeknownst to them as this chaos and what's going on in the pool party, there's actually a killer on foot, and he has his eye set on this pool party and pretty much takes out one of the friends all by one. And it's pretty much who's going to survive and who's the killer is pretty much is what happens in this film. It's pretty basic in a way. And that's pretty much the main plot of it without going too crazy into it. Now, my thoughts on this film. Really loved like the opening credit sequence, because what happens is the title sequence, it comes up like Pool Party Massacre, that comes up on the screen, and then pretty much what happens is it turns into like this 8-bit like title sequence, which was really cool if you know like 8-bit, like the video game style. And it's really cool and awesome, and it has like this weird, like, the way I would describe like the song that plays in it is like this like mixture of like techno mixed with like hardcore, like thrash punk in a way, like just the way the lyrics and how the guy's like reciting the lyrics to the song. And it's kind of weird because it's like a weird mixture of like those two genres in a way. And I kind of dug it, I won't lie. It was kind of cool the way it went down, because it had like that 8-bit like techno like synth sound, and then it had like this hardcore like thrash lyrics to it. And it was very interesting. I did enjoy that. And really interesting, the characters are probably like some people's gonna be like what's with the characters of this film, because they're like these uptight like socialites, and they're pretty much probably some of the most annoying characters in film, especially like Blair and her friends. Pretty much just the way they talk to each other, like, oh, why are we having the pool party at her house? We should have it at my house. At least we have like guests and stuff and things that would give us like drinks and stuff, because they have to get their own drinks at this pool party and stuff, and they're not really down with that. And pretty much what happens is the killer, I really enjoy like how the killer aspect of it, because we get to see the killer is like, we don't get to see his face until like the reveal. That's not really a spoiler, because we see him like from the waist up, and then we don't see like his head, but we do like get hints of who the killer is throughout the film, through like shadows and stuff like that. And pretty much he doesn't have like a major weapon. He uses like a variety of weapons, and there's like this cool like montage like where we get to see like the killer pick his weapons and re-put them on the shelf and grab his next weapon type deal. And I thought that was really cool in the way like like certain weapons that he uses, like a hammer, a machete, of course, a power drill, which is very reminiscent of the drill from like Slumber Party Massacre in a way. Just the way that the drill looks and how it's used and stuff. It's pretty awesome. I really did enjoy that scene in particular. It's kind of funny in a way too, especially the kill involved in it. Yeah, pretty much. But really cool body count because there is like some bystanders that get involved also that get picked off. So that was really cool. You never get to see these in like these contained like set in like slasher films with a lot of bystanders, and there's a few of them that happen in the film. But yeah, pretty much the main thing that we had to realize is like the characters themselves. They're like these high class socialites, and the way they talk to each other could get annoying to some people, but it makes the reveal work in my opinion, especially like once you find out what the reveal is and the twist and what's going on in the film. It kind of makes sense in a way, and I did enjoy that about that because I even myself I was like, oh my god, I want to kill these bitches because the way they were like talking to each other and stuff. They're like those like high class, like they think you're better than you like people, and just like the way that the ending went down, I really did enjoy, and I did like some of the other characters, like Troy's brother was hilarious. There was one scene in particular where he's like, especially because he's like this old and like bald and like Asian man, and he's like trying to hit on like all these younger chicks and stuff. And the way like the pickup lines that he's using are just fucking corny as all hell, but hilarious at the same time. And super funny, including one that involves like Ferris Bueller in a way that's all a giveaway. It's pretty fucking funny. But yeah, fun stuff. I really did enjoy this film for what it was. So if I had to rate Pool Party Massacre, it's getting a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Really fun stuff. I highly recommend it. I'm going to leave the link below where you could pick this up. Really fun film. Comes with a lot of bonus special features, including director's commentary, location tour, gag reel, making of, featurette, cast commentary. Really stacked edition for an indie film, and it does go in depth. I did actually watch the making of. Really cool stuff. So yeah, awesome stuff. 8 out of 10 for Pool Party Massacre. Alright guys, that's it for this random review. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll be back soon on another one. And as always, see you soon, peeps.